Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the AhsokaTanoFan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's time for episode 2 of the two-part premiere of Hawkeye. Some of my nails are kind of chipped. I want to hide them from the camera. So the first episode was off to a pretty good start. It showed a young Kate. It revisited the Battle of New York from the first Avengers movie. We got to see her take up a love of archery after seeing Hawkeye and kind of idolize him in that way. And then of course towards the end of the episode we kind of see some mysterious stuff going on. We see the mom has a new fiance that she didn't tell her about, and the fiance and Armand seem like they're up to something. They were in an auction that was raided by this mafia, which of course Kate found herself entangled in, and then at the end of the episode Armand was found dead, and we don't know what the reason for that is, but I kind of suspect that she might be getting set up somehow, maybe. We also last episode got to see Clint and what it was like for him living in retirement, kind of that normal family life. After seeing a bit of both of their worlds, we see both of their worlds kind of come together in the end there when Clint jumps in to the rescue, kind of when Kate finds herself fighting off the mafia members. Now, of course, we can anticipate that they might be working together. Are they going to get along right off the bat, or are we maybe going to see some conflict a little bit in the beginning? Or not necessarily conflict, but kind of more like, I guess, Anakin and Ahsoka in the beginning. Ahsoka really wanted to be Anakin's Padawan, but Anakin didn't really want to be her master. He didn't want to be a teacher. So are we gonna see maybe Clint have the same type of approach, the kind of I work alone sort of thing? Or maybe he's gonna have the I don't want this life anymore, so you're on your own, kid kind of approach. I don't know, we'll see. But maybe I'm kind of anticipating that it won't just be right off the bat, let's work together, let's be partners kind of thing, right? We might see it kind of have to take some time to build up to that moment. Anyways, guys, let's not speculate too much. Let's dive in and, as always, see what's in store for us. Clint has to help Kate disentangle herself from the tracksuit mafia and a real-life murder mystery. So, yeah, the tracksuit mafia is presumably who she was fighting off in the end there and who ambushed the auction. And of course, the real life murder mystery is probably what happened to Armand. So let's get to it.
6 days to Christmas, and we're filled with a lot of Christmas activities. We're doing that. Christmas.
I just realized I said 6 days till Christmas, and the series is 6 episodes, I think. I wonder if that's a coincidence. So I wonder if her fiance had something to do with that guy's murder. Imagine if the public found out that Hawkeye was Ronin. That would not be good. I want them to explain also why exactly Hawkeye became the Ronin. I always thought that was kind of random. I guess it just snapped. Surprised they don't have the title appear in purple. I like how they're recapping the end of the last episode. She can't believe her eyes.
How did you get this suit?
She doesn't know what to say. Good acting. He's so nonchalant. Okay, that answers my first question. So the intro we saw in the beginning is not going to be for every episode. It's just for the beginning. The first episode.
So that's how you operate. You're just constantly looking for things that are suspicious or weird. You know, some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
He's so matter of fact. He's like, what have I got myself into? So she lives on top of the pizza shop? On the upper floor?
18.
22.
Oh, okay. That answers my question. I was wondering how old she was. Same thing. Is that what he said?
Shouldn't you be in school?
Oh, you should ask. So,
She got kicked out of school, didn't she?
can you sign this?
Yes, I did.
New York.
I did. Tracksuit Mafia.
That's their name. That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
You stopped anywhere before that.
She must have stopped somewhere. Oh my god. She stopped by her apartment.
And my name's on the buzzer.
Oh my god. Oh shit. They make such a good team. I love this duo. Did she mean to do that?
Wait, what about the suit?
David, come back for it.
Is there gonna be anything left of it when you come back? But won't that incriminate her though if they find the suit in her place?
Like a little shish kebab, you know?
Shish kebab.
We need some supplies.
Hell yeah. Avenger supplies?
She's so excited. It's so funny.
So what's the plan now? Let me guess, you're going to your safe house?
Oh my god.
Avengers Tower?
What is it? What do you want? Hey,
Oh,
I gotta find a place to stash you. Safe.
she wants to stay with you, man.
Stash me? I'm gonna pack up money.
No, you're not. You're not gonna learn anything useful from me.
Ah,
Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas.
why is it being so rude?
I actually do know a place. Would a bag of money know a place?
Good one. Kind of random, but if Chloe Grace Moretz didn't play Hit Girl, I feel like she would have been good. She doesn't really know the person that lives there, does she? She just got buzzed in.
Is there cats in here?
Just cat hair.
Is he allergic?
I'm good. Stay here. We'll have the store.
Is she actually gonna stay put? He looks so sketchy like that. Nice. Did someone take it? I love how on these shows someone just always casually leaves their uniform lying around, like the firefighter whose suit he's wearing. I guess he also left his suit lying around, the Ronin suit. It's kind of ironic. What if it gets busted? Barbers.
Since when did your heart shrink 3 sizes?
One little girl in ninja costume stole my Christmas.
Multitasking. Reducing swelling. Banging a piece of duck sprinkles.
Lucky you.
Haha.
Ready, 1, 2.
Aw, he's like a dad to her. It's cute.
Alright, so clean up.
Either that or older brother.
Very good.
Did you wash your hands before doing that, Clint?
How's my face? Tracksuits faces.
I guess that's the part.
Doughy faces. Haha.
I'm just gonna be another minute.
So I was kind of right with that. It's starting off a little rocky, but I think they're going to end up being a really good duo. Oh, poor dog. What happened to your eye, buddy? Did they actually film this last year during Christmas time? Because they have all the decorations up in the city. I don't think they would do all that for just the series, would they? I hope it's not the last time they see their father. Oh, so cute. She has something to say.
You have a cut on your forehead, Dad.
Look at me. I'll be home for Christmas. Yeah.
Will he be able to live up to that promise?
I will. I promise.
Oh, damn. Why do I feel like that is going to be the last time they're going to see him? I just get a feeling. I don't know. I think Kate's going to have to tell them that their father died. Okay, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Maybe he won't die. Yep.
In less than 24 hours, I've been used twice.
Wait, I gotta go.
That is the last thing you need to do, actually. Let's not forget the tracksuit guys trying to kill you twice yesterday.
Guess I can go.
You do stock your Christmas, right?
I want to, but
You look silly.
I don't see what she has.
They have great chemistry.
What happened?
Oh, they explain why he has the hearing aid. I thought it was because he's aging, but no. Oh, who are they going to? Ah.
Well, it's Katniss Everdeen. Let's go.
She'd be good as Katniss too, man. Jennifer Lawrence did well too.
Yeah, okay, Kate. What am I selling? Halloween costumes or toys off the shelf?
Inspiration, Clint. The office is here. Should we meet at the safe house after work?
If all goes as planned today, Kate, this is probably going to be the last time we see each other. Just go inside, stay safe.
She looks hurt.
Merry Christmas.
Alright.
Okay?
Oh.
Call you later.
No, please don't.
I like their dynamic. I feel like they can learn a lot from each other. Oh.
Sorry for your loss. I saw it on the news.
Her cuts look a little suspect.
Yeah.
He killed them, 100%.
What about the inheritance thing? How was that? Kate, what are you wearing?
Oh.
Can we talk without the interloper?
I bought a book about the incident.
Oh god, you're not supposed to tell people that.
My name was Jack.
Those are real eyes or are those contacts? They kind of look like contacts. I can't tell. Oh, so is it some type of movie set, I guess? Oh, I see. He's trying to find the suit there.
The live action role plays.
Oh, that's what it stands for.
Most of those folks out there are firefighters and cops. And if you break the rules, it's gonna get real messy.
I think he cares about rules. He's Hawkeye.
Name?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Email?
That's classified.
Title? Organization?
Oh my god. Let it go, sis.
Your character's mission. If you get hit in the torso, it's fatal.
The lengths he's going to just to get back this costume. Is this person actually going to be someone significant or is it just going to be a random person that took the suit? I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to leave the suit there though. I mean, maybe, I guess they didn't really have much choice. They had to get out of there, but still. Yeah, that looked kind of comical actually. This is easy for him.
Aren't you Hawkeye? I'm not trying to cause a scene here.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky because he obviously doesn't want them to know that he's the Revenant.
So you got, this is as close as I'm ever gonna get to being.
I think there's more to him than we think.
Work with me, let me kill you.
Maybe he's serious or something.
I fought Thanos.
Well, she's gonna get herself blocked. Oh, shots fired. Is it really him or someone else? Someone else.
This is Detective Cottle of the New York Police Department.
Oh no, I knew.
That'd be great. See you tomorrow.
Rule number 1. If you go down to the station, never go and never answer any questions without a lawyer. Never. Because on a serious note, that's how people have been manipulated into giving false confessions. This guy is up to something, I feel. He'd be good in Star Wars. Good with the sword skills. He hit him kind of hard, didn't he? Or maybe not.
Call me Clint. I have to call you Clint.
Is he gonna wonder why he wants the suit, though?
This has been like the best day of my life. I can't say the same.
Oh, he's so cold. I don't know. That was a cute moment, but I was kind of hoping maybe there was more to it. I don't know.
Things up the old tracksuit things.
Jesus, love those idiots.
The wife knows.
Look after me.
When an asshole knows.
Oh, I love how his wife talks about the Avengers like they're her family too, you know? Shows how close they all are.
That was delicious, Jack. Thank you.
So glad you liked it.
You didn't eat the bread. Too much carbs, I guess.
Cook. You're attentive. You're wealthy. It's too good to be true.
I assure you, I am not.
Oh, I think he was serious about that. I'm a murderer.
Would you say you're more an epee, foil, or saber man?
She knows her shit.
Stop doing
Little lady. That reminds me of Cad Bane. He always used to say that.
You're lucky we're in a hurry, little lady. We'll have to dance another time.
Somebody's trying to stab you in the back. Come on out.
Oh, forgive.
Fighting words there. Are they gonna fence? This guy is definitely a bad guy. I don't know. I just get that feeling.
Why am I not careful? I was talking to Jack.
Haha.
Wow.
Don't let me win.
Oh, caught me again.
Is he letting her win? She actually sounds like she's getting frustrated now.
What are you hiding, Jack?
The truth comes out.
Nothing.
Oh, there it is.
Same night his uncle threatens you, he ends up murdered by a sword.
Mm-hmm.
How many people get murdered by a sword each year in New York? I'm gonna go ahead and guess 0. The police will handle it.
Why is it the parents never believe the kids in these situations?
Exactly as in the Molotov.
They weren't talking quiet enough.
Okay, why don't you start by apologizing?
Is it possible the mom's in on it too?
Sorry for scaring you into telling the truth.
A backhanded apology.
What's Scotch?
Oh, weren't those found at the crime scene?
Okay. Love you.
It's kind of obvious though. So is it really him that's bad or is it someone else? Like a major twist would be if the wife was actually the one that killed the uncle. Why is he letting himself get beaten up and taken? All part of the plan, I guess. Was he trying to get them to find him or did they actually ambush him?
So yeah, call me back.
Who's beside her? Oh, no one maybe.
You know, sometimes back-to-back calls isn't the right move. In this case, it was.
Can't take your call.
Oh. Should we put a tracker in his phone? Actually, one thing I was thinking before was Last episode he rescued her, so wouldn't it be something if she had to rescue him, which it kind of looks like she's going to. So do they think he's the Ronin then?
Not creepy at all.
You kid. I know you kid. So don't kid, okay? Getting very hard to find place. Now, old warehouses in
He's literally going into an explanation.
I'm not who you think I am, okay?
So you are not Hawkeye.
Also,
I
the Ronin.
Kate Bishop is going postal.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Can I speak to your manager and be simple?
That's the boss there, I guess.
You are our hostess now, isn't it, Storm?
I guess that means you understand.
We are now interrogating you.
This guy's funny.
Come on.
She's coming in, isn't she?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, did she just fall? Oh my god. She got a new outfit. I like her outfit. Oh my god, man. What kind of rescue plan is this girl? Who is this? Oh, does she not speak maybe? Or is she deaf? Or... Oh! Is that how it ends? You know what? I didn't check if the first one had an end credits scene. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward this one in case it does. Okay, not gonna lie. I kind of had to do a quick Google search as to who that was at the end. So apparently at the end there, she's a character known as Echo, who is supposed to be the leader of the Tracksuit Mafia. And she's also supposed to be apparently deaf as well. It's cool that they got like an actual deaf actress to play a deaf character, kind of similar to Makari from Eternals. It looks like she was initially introduced as a villain, but ends up becoming a superheroine and part of the new Avengers, just from what I was looking at. Going into the next episode, we're gonna see what role she has to play now and what her interest is in both Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. I guess they're trying to get to the bottom of who the Ronin person is. Yeah, I'm interested in knowing more about her. So let's talk a little bit about the rest of the episode now. There's things I kind of liked and wasn't super crazy about. Again, I really am liking Kate Bishop so far, and I like seeing the relationship that she has with Clint. As I mentioned in the last episode, it definitely reminds me a lot of Anakin and Ahsoka's relationship, especially early on. A bit rocky sometimes, but at the same time, they both ultimately benefit one another and learn from one another. You can tell that Clint definitely kind of has the teaching role, and Kate kind of has the apprentice type role. I like how each of them are not really what the other was expecting. Kate kind of had this image in her head as to who Hawkeye would be in real life. I don't think she expected him to kind of be, the way that Clint is. She saw a human side to him, but also I guess how the war has arguably changed him, because he's kind of, let's be honest, he's a little bit of a pessimistic person, except for when he's with his family. His family kind of brings out the best in him, which I guess is understandable. But when he's not with his family, he kind of seems very blunt, kind of matter of fact. You even saw him with the grills at the LARPing event. He seemed kind of not that enthusiastic at first, and then he warmed up after. He's just kind of a man with a mission, and then he kind of doesn't really care about anything else until that mission is done, I find. That makes him come across as cold sometimes, and Kate is seeing that side to him. But I think ultimately she will kind of bring out the warmer side to him as well. And then similarly for him, I think he just kind of expected Kate to be just like any other teenager, just a kid. But no, in actuality, she's a lot more than just your average teenager. She's obviously has quite the resume and is very skilled herself. They make a good team, they balance each other, and they both learn from one another. And ultimately, I think they're going to be a strong duo going forward, unless Hawkeye dies, obviously. And speaking of which, I just have a feeling that when he sent his family away, it could have been the last time he saw them. That would definitely make it so much more tragic, but we'll have to see what happens with that. I could be potentially just kind of getting ahead of myself. Maybe he won't die, but that scene definitely kind of seemed like a farewell. I'm also wondering what is going on in terms of the mom and the fiance. I think it's everyone's natural prediction, I should say, that Jack, the fiance, is somehow involved in Armand's murder. But I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe that's too obvious. It might be a nice twist if somehow the mother herself was actually involved, and that's why she kind of wants to brush it off. The first thing Kate asked her was, "Is that man threatening you?" And she's like, "What? I don't even know. Like, how do you not know if someone's threatening you?" So the mom is a little bit sketchy. But who knows? Maybe she has good reason for having him killed or killing him. Not sure. but we definitely know that he was killed by a sword. There's not many people, as Kate said, that are killed by swords in New York City. So I kind of like how there's multiple stories going on. We have the whole story with the tracksuit mafia and what they want with Clint and Kate, and then you have the whole murder mystery. We're learning more about Hawkeye as well and seeing his backstory and his family. So it's kind of all a bunch of things going on at once, which I think, you know, we'll obviously see more of going forward. I did find some parts were a little bit slow. For example, the LARPing scene. It was kind of fun, and I know that he was doing it to get the costume back, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. To me, if you have scenes that aren't that serious and are kind of more meant for just light humor, they either have to be shorter, or if they're longer, they have to actually lead to something. You know, like I was thinking maybe Grills, there's gonna be maybe something more to him, like maybe he wanted to keep the armor, or he knew more than he was letting on, or some type of twist would have kind of made that scene a little more impactful. I kind of just feel like, I don't know, it was just him, I guess, having fun and getting the suit back. It didn't really feel like it moved the story forward. When you have scenes that aren't really that action-packed, they still have to in some way move the story along. And that goes for comical scenes as well. Even if you look at the Avengers, Age of Ultron, they were all kind of drunk, you know, hanging out, having a party, trying to lift Thor's hammer. And that was all fun and games, but then what ended up happening in that scene? Ultron shows up, but then they have a huge fight scene breakout. During that fight scene, there was still little instances of humor. And that's really, to me, how you do it best. Even in another show I watched called Queen of the South, which you've probably heard me mention a few times on my channel. The show has a lot of action scenes, but if there are any talking scenes, it's either something meaningful and intense, or, you know, it ends in a shootout, it ends in an explosion or something. Like, there's no talking scene that's really boring, because each scene has meaning to it and moves the story further ahead in some way. The other thing I wasn't too much of a fan of, and I don't want you guys to think I didn't like the episode, don't get me wrong, I did like it, but maybe I'm just being a little bit more critical here because it is Marvel, so I do kind of have high expectations. I would like to see the villains a little bit more intimidating. And I know it's still early on, and don't get me wrong, these guys are funny, I enjoy watching them, but if they are supposed to be a serious mafia, I kind of want to feel that every time they're on the screen. Now, the woman at the end, who, you know, I now know is called Echo, she seems serious, she seemed intimidating, but the people that kind of work under her seem like they're not as intimidating. They're kind of like bickering and stuff. Avengers has given us Ultron, you know, Hela, Thanos. These TV shows, I kind of look at them as mini movies. They've really got to bring the villains here. Overall, I still did enjoy the episode. Those are just kind of small things that I would like to see tweaked a little bit to really make this an A+ series in my eyes. Again, I really love the chemistry between Kate and Clint, and I want to see that continue to develop. And I think that it's very realistic that we've seen Kate so far make a few mistakes. You know, obviously at the end there, she fell through the glass, she made a mistake there, and then where she destroyed the bell. You want to see them fail sometimes because it makes them more relatable, more human-like, and they appear more as the underdog, and everybody roots for the underdog. So when you have a hero that has to create themselves through mistakes, through hardships, you really feel like that by the time they get to that point where they are that badass hero, they've definitely earned their seat at that table. I think that it's important to show Kate kind of mess up here and there. You don't want her to be perfect. And that is one of the key reasons why I like Ahsoka, is that she made a lot of mistakes in the beginning and then she learned from those mistakes, and that's what made her into the fan favorite character she is now. Same with Teresa in Queen of the South. She really is someone that also goes through a lot, and so by the time she becomes the queen pin, you really feel like she's earned her spot. So yeah guys, anyways, that's it for me. You let me know what you thought down below in the comments. Did you enjoy this episode? Do you agree with any of what I'm saying, or do you think I'm being a little bit picky? Sometimes I can be picky, so it's fine if you disagree with me. My feelings won't be hurt. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? There's obviously still a lot of questions we need answered. The main one is who killed Armand and what's going on with that. And of course now we have the FBI investigating Kate, so we have to see how she's gonna get out of that and whether or not she was set up and framed in the first place. And as always guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week for an all-new episode of Hawkeye. Until next time guys, take care and see you soon.